Here we go, one of the most spectacular views in the NFL, the top of Lumen Field here in downtown Seattle. Just about 2 hours ahead of 49ers-Seahawks on this Thursday night. I just got down from the top of the tallest building behind me, the Columbia Tower, built in the 80s. It's the highest point in Seattle. Take the elevator all the way up to the 73rd floor. You can check my Twitter, and maybe I'll put up a video a little bit later from YouTube. On YouTube, looking down on this stadium from the Columbia Tower. Well, now I'm at the very top of the upper deck here at Lumen Field to give you guys a view of what the worst nosebleed seats look like. And they're not terrible. They're not obstructed like they are in Chicago. And the fans who are sitting here today, they've paid quite a bit of money to see a big-time NFC West matchup between the 49ers and the Seahawks. If it's some 49ers fans in these seats, and I've seen a lot of 49ers fans walking around outside, well, they have a chance to see their team clinch the NFC West. So let me go give you the stadium tour. We're gonna flip the camera around, show you the highest nosebleed seats. They're right here. In fact, we could probably see the last of the sun. Not quite the sunset yet, but we can see that sun descending there over the west, and that is Safeco Field, home of the Seattle Mariners with a big retractable roof. Puget Sound, all the shipping cranes, I guess I should say, cranes lifting the crates. Obviously, Seattle's a big harbor city. And now we pan over to the home of the Seattle Seahawks. That is a sweet view. They got the Columbia Tower, which is the one that I just went up, right in the middle. If you look at this field vertically, this place is gonna be packed out. This place is gonna be loud. The reason it's so loud, by the way, it's not because of the fans. Obviously, the fans make noise everywhere. But Seattle fans themselves are not any louder than the typical fan. But look at the structure of the stadium. Because it rains so often in Seattle, and by the way, I should add that we're lucky that it's like this. Blue skies in Seattle, you'll take it every time. It's gonna be dark by game time, but still, blue skies in Seattle are nice. But since it rains so often, they built overhangs over both the west and the east stands. And you can see that these overhangs are parabolic, like a parabola, right? They're not straight. The parabola is going to reverberate sound and direct it toward what I believe they say is the apex, but I may be wrong. I'm not a mathematician. That just so happens to be around field level in Seattle. So all the noise created by the fans in these seats is going to travel upward, hit the rain overhang, which is parabolic, which is perfect for projecting that sound back downward onto the field, which is what makes Lumen Field, formerly CenturyLink Field, formerly Quest Field, such a difficult place to play. So that right there is why this place is so loud, or why it's louder than many other NFL stadiums. They have their retired jerseys here, by the way. 45, 80, 12, 96, and 71. And I love how the fan is the most coveted retired jersey. That's a very Seahawks thing to do, obviously. 12 for the fan retired here at Lumen Field. But anyway, you gotta love the view. You have to love the downtown setup of the stadium. You have to love the fact that you could see the water, see the sunset here from the very top, and obviously the baseball field, Safeco Field, in the Pacific Northwest. I will say that it's a bit cold. Got the turtleneck on, I have the peak coat on. I'm not cold, but it is cold. But I have enough layers right now. It's gonna get down into the low 30s, maybe even the high 20s over the course of this football game. However, it's not gonna rain, which is always nice in Seattle. The Space Needle you can't quite see from this stadium. I think, you know what? There might be a chance that we could see the Space Needle from right here. If I walk to here, we might have a different angle of downtown, and we might be able to see the Space Needle. So why don't we do it? Why don't I walk down? Why don't I give you guys a true tour of Seattle, and that will have to include the Space Needle. Those of you who just joined, I was just at the very top of this building, right at the observation deck of the Columbia Center. Tallest skyscraper in Seattle. Had a good view of here, obviously. And now I am at the very top of Lumen Field ahead of Niners Seahawks. Uh-oh. Steve Largent's coming up the steps. Got to get out of the way. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. All right, we're making it all the way down, and then we're gonna go back up to here. You wanna see how many 49ers fans there already are here? They're starting to fill in. They're all by the tunnel. They're lined up over there. That's gonna be the visiting sideline. So you're gonna see a lot of 49ers fans on that side. You'll have some on this side as well. Plenty of red in the stadium. More Niners fans and Seahawks fans in the stadium at this early hour. All right, now we're gonna go up the steps over here. We're gonna get to see a little bit more of the stadium. The things I do for you guys. We're gonna walk up these steps, try to keep my breath while I'm talking, and maybe you'll be able to tell if we can see the Space Needle right now. Can you see it? Maybe I have to go over a section, and I won't be able to go over this one, so I better go back down. You can see I'm not gonna be able to hop over that. We gotta slide back down. We need to get the Space Needle angle. I don't even know if it's possible. But if it is possible, it's gonna happen from this row, and we're from this set of stairs, and then we can cross over. All right, so this might be high enough, and then we'll pan, and we'll walk down the row. If the Space Needle is visible, it's gonna be visible from somewhere right here. Oh, we're gonna see it. We are going to see it. Trust me on this. It's coming up. Almost there. Give me a few more seconds. There it is. There it is. You can indeed see the Space Needle from Lumen Field. Very good to know. Very good to know. All right, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. I walk up steps just to give you guys the views that you want. We have the Space Needle. It is still soaked in that late afternoon sunshine here in Lumen Field. And I think it's worth climbing up a little bit higher. Get a little bit of a better view. Yeah, let's get a little bit further up. Let's go up here. Then we could cut across, still see the Space Needle. All right, we're gonna make it up. This is my workout for today. Already had a swim at the hotel. That was nice. Obviously indoors here. It's cold up here, not warm. Get as high as possible. Maybe right here might be the best. All right. If I can loop around. There you go. Space Needle, everything. Now I'm gonna have to take a photo here. I'm gonna leave for a second, take a photo, and be right back. Give me a second. I had to take a photo, so we made it. I'm back. We are, what, 5, 6 rows from the top, maybe a little bit more than that. 49ers-Seahawks, why don't I sit down? Why don't we talk ball here before I head back down to the field. 49ers, I think, are gonna win this game 20-17. Brock Purdy is going to play. Nick Bosa's up on the Jumbotron right now. There are a lot of 49ers fans in and around this building. You can see what it all looks like if I turn around. You can see the red down on the field. The 49ers can win the NFC West with a victory on this field tonight. The opposite end zone, the one furthest away from me, is where Dre Green lost up Jacob Hollister back in 2019. So a lot of history on this field. Bad history for the 49ers. Obviously, this end zone is the Richard Sherman, Malcolm Smith end zone with Kaepernick trying to throw the Crabtree. So that was the NFC title that the 49ers lost. They've lost 10 of 11 games here, but the one win was when they were trying to clinch the division in 2019. So I think there's a very good chance the 49ers win tonight. They're 3-point favorites. I picked them to be 3-point winners. And let's have some fun watching this football game. This has been the Lumen Field Stadium Tour. The field tour is coming next. I'm going to go down to the field. I'm going to go talk to some people down there, make a couple videos, so stay tuned. Like the video, sub to the channel if you want to see the field tour. I just got to take an elevator down, and I'll be there in a few minutes. We'll see you guys all soon, and enjoy the game tonight. Hope you enjoyed a look at one of the spectacular downtown stadiums in the USA. Everybody take care.